Yeah, good day viewers. So welcome to my channel. This is Radical Science. If today's the first time of visiting my channel, all I want you to do is to hit the subscription button and also turn the subscription bell on so that anytime we post in this channel, you can be able to get notification to enable you watch our videos anytime we post. So on today's edition, I'll give you a tutorial on everything you'll be seeing as far as this year 2025 NECO practical AGRIC is concerned. So all you need to do is just to pay attention to this video, and remember, do not skip this video, because when you skip this video you will miss one step or the other. If you know anybody who will be writing NECO AGRIC practical, all you need to do is just to share this video to those people so that they can partake in this tutorial. It is very, very important. Here we have our specimen A to be Burdizzo. Specimen A to be Burdizzo. Now the question is, what is the uses of a Burdizzo? Now this Burdizzo is used for castration. Yes, it is used for castration. Note that, because definitely you must be asked. They will ask you the uses. What is it used for? It is used for castration. You'll be asked on how the Burdizzo is used. Now how this Burdizzo is used is you open the Burdizzo, then you locate the spermatic cord of the animal and insert the plier in between the spermatic cord. Now next thing there is you hold the plier, which is the Burdizzo, for a minute. Now clamping both the spermatic cord, you clamp it together. After some minutes, then you can now release it. So that is how it is used. Okay, so now nobody's going to be asking you the description or to describe a Burdizzo. No, nobody will ask you to describe a Burdizzo. It is not there. Now the next thing here is specimen B. The specimen B is a file. Specimen B is a file. Now you'll be asked on the uses of specimen B, which is a file. Here we say it is used for sharpening farm tools like cutlass, hoe, shovel, and axe. That is what we use file for. Very important. Now the next one there is specimen C, which is manure drag. Which is manure drag. It is already on the screen. Now the thing there is you'll be asked to describe a manure drag. Very, very important. You'll be asked to describe it. So how do you describe it? We say that it is made up of a long hard wooden handle and a four prong head made of steel. That is the description. It is made up of a long wooden handle and a four prong head made of steel. That is it. Now the uses. Here we say that it is used to spread manure evenly across the field. It is used to spread manure evenly across the field. Here we say it is used in managing livestock waste, reducing odor and pollution. We use it in managing livestock waste in order to reduce odor and also pollution. That is the uses. That is what it is used for. Okay, now the next one there is maintenance of specimen ABC. That is maintenance of specimen A, which is Burdizzo, maintenance of specimen B, which is ties, and maintenance of specimen C, which is manure drag. Now under the maintenance, we say clean regularly after use to prevent rusting and corrosion. Very important. Now number 2 says apply oil or grease to the metallic part after use. So after use, you have to just apply oil on it. To dry and store in a cool, dry place after use. Now the next one there says inspect tool regularly and repair or replace worn out parts. Replace worn out parts. That is also one of the maintenance. Now under the maintenance there is used to for the purpose it is made. Used to for the purpose it is made. Okay, so our specimen D is granite. Specimen C is granite. Now type of rock. We say that it is formed from igneous rock, or is an example of an igneous rock. Okay, now under the uses of this specimen D, we say that it is used to improve soil structure when crushed. It is used to improve soil structure when crushed. Now, another one there says it is used to create pathway on farm and garden. Used to create pathway on farm and garden. Another one there says it is used to construct channels or trenches for drainage. It is used to construct channel or trenches for drainage. Now, lastly, we say that it is used in making farm buildings. It is used in making farm buildings. That is for specimen D, which is. Now, the next one we have here now is calcium carbonate, which is specimen E. Now, let's talk about the uses of specimen E. Now, under the uses, it said that it is used to provide calcium to plant for growth and development. We use it to provide calcium to plant for growth and development. Now, another one there says it is used to neutralize acidic soil, making it suitable for planting and growth. We use it to neutralize acidic soil. Now, another one there says it is used to improve soil structure, increasing water holding capacity. And F, which is sieve, a sieve. So, what are the uses of this sieve on the screen? Here we say that it is used in separating distinct soil particles. It is used in separating distinct soil particles. Now, another one here says it is used to separate rock, twine, and other debris from the soil. It is used to separate rocks, twines, and other debris from the soil. Now, another one here says it is used to prepare seedbed to create smooth surface for planting of seeds. Very, very important. These are the uses of a sieve. That is what we use sieve for. Now, let's go over to specimen H. Specimen H is sweet potato. The botanical name is Ipomua batatas. That is the botanical name of sweet potato. Now, this particular sweet potato is propagated using the slip or through what we call stem cutting. You just cut it into two and you plant it. Okay, now let's take a look at the nutritional value of sweet potato. Now, we see that it contains carbohydrates and vitamins. It contains carbohydrates and vitamins. Now, let's take a look at specimen G. What is specimen G? Here we have specimen G to be kola nut. Now, the question is, what is the uses or what is the importance of kola nut in West Africa? Now, one of the uses of kola nut in West Africa is it is exported as a foreign exchange. It is exported as a foreign exchange. Now, another one there says it is a good source of income to those who grow it. Yes, we say that it is also a flavoring agent in beverages and food. We use it in flavoring beverages and food. Here also we say that it serves as a raw material in traditional medicine. Some of these native doctors, traditionalists, they use it in preparing their concoction. So it is very, very useful. Now, here we say it is often used as a symbol of hospitality and respect in West Africa. That is what we normally use kola for. We use it in, welcoming people as a sign of hospitality and respect. Okay, so that is that. Now, the next specimen we have here now is specimen I, which is thick. So we have specimen I, which is thick. So I'm going to be taking I and J. I is thick, while J is louse. Now, the louse is the singular form of lice. Okay, so we are going to be studying the both of them together because the questions will be coming together. It will not be separated. So everything I'm going to say here now, that is how you will definitely see it in your exam. Now, what kind of insect is that? They are called ectoparasites. They are ectoparasites. So why they are called ectoparasites is because they live on the skin of animals, feed from them, and in turn causes harm to them. So that is the reason why they are called ectoparasites. parasite. Animals that are affected, the animals that these tick and lice or louse are affected are, we have cow, we have sheep, we have goats, we have birds. Okay, so now let's take a look at the effect of specimen I and specimen J, which is the tick and the louse. Okay, now their effect on their host is it causes stress and discomfort in animals. It causes stress and discomfort in animals. Here we say it reduces productivity in animal. Have it in mind, these are the things you are going to see. It causes weight loss in animals. Yes, causes weight loss in animals. Now here we say it causes irritation and itching on animals. It can transmit diseases from one animal to another. It causes blood loss and anemia. And lastly, most times result in abortion. Most times their action results in abortion, especially that of tick results in abortion. Let's take a look at the prevention or control of this specimen I and specimen J. Specimen I and specimen J, they are control. Now under this control, they are grouped under chemical control, environmental control, biological control. So we are going to be taking them one after the other. Under chemical control, we have the use of insecticides. Use of insecticide by plugging or dipping the animals in insecticides so that these animals can be killed or can be taken away, or spraying the chemicals on the body of the animals in order to control the insects or pests. Okay, now we have environmental control. Now under environmental control, we have maintaining cleanness in animals. Maintaining cleanness in animals and living areas. Now the next one there is proper management. Yes, proper management of pasture to reduce tick population. Proper management of pasture to reduce tick population. Under the biological control, we have introduction of natural enemies. Introduction of natural enemies. Natural enemies like tick bed, lizard, and possibly other birds that feed on ticks. Now let's take a look at the next specimen, which is specimen K. And specimen K is fresh meat. Now have it in mind that NECO will not be asking you any other question from this apart from the preservative measures or methods of specimen K, which is fresh meat. Now under the preservative measures, we have sun drying, smoking, freezing, chlorination or using salt. Then we have steaming. These are the preservative measures or method of specimen K, which is a fresh meat. And remember, if you have any question, all you need to do is just to drop your question on the comment section, and I promise you that when I see it, I will give you reply instantly. And also, if you need any assistance on your exam, all you need to do is just to use the number written on your screen, chat me up on WhatsApp, or follow our Telegram channel, and everything you need in order to excel as far as this exam is concerned, you will definitely get it. We will definitely provide it. Remember, it is not everything that we can do or say as far as this channel is concerned. Thank you very much, and God bless you.